And joining us is Walt Hill, the Executive Director of the High Plains Mental Health Center, located in Hays, Kansas. And Walt, we've been a series here talking about mental health and the importance that it is, especially focusing really on agriculture, agribusiness, right. Rural Kansas. So let's, I know during the middle of winter, it seemed like every day the sun didn't shine, but right. Once spring came and the sun shined, all our attitudes got a whole lot better. And so let's talk about that. I mean, every day is a new day, and we don't want to be Pollyannish about right. This, but if you think there's a real bad situation, there's folks that can help, and things can get better.
Absolutely. The most important thing is that there is hope and there is help. If you get to the point that you think things are hopeless, that's when you really need to reach out. And other people around you very well may know that and see that. Sometimes it's hard to hear that from people like your spouse, who may say that and it feels like, oh, they're just on my case. You're probably already feeling kind of bad that you aren't doing what you need to do, and have someone remind you is tough, but it's important to listen to that. That if someone raises that, if you see someone who is not sleeping as well, seems more worried, has trouble with concentration, sit down and talk to them about, hey, how are you doing? What's happening with you? This is normal. A lot of people experience this. What if we go talk to your doctor? What about, sometimes a pastor is very good. Somewhere there's hope for you, and this isn't going to last. It doesn't last for everyone. It doesn't have to last, and things will be better at the other end of this tunnel that you're feeling in.
It is, I know, especially in agriculture, we get so focused, and the farm or the ranch is such a part of our identity. But over 20 years ago, I left the farm, and that kind of change in identity, there was a lot of challenge to get to be the guy that wears, kind of dress shirts now every day, right. and it was, and it took a long time, but it also takes friends and family and that ability to maybe be a little vulnerable.
Absolutely. One of the things that I see is we've changed. When my great-grandfather homesteaded, his family lived within a quarter of a mile, and you had people around all the time. People are more isolated. The more isolated you are, the more vulnerable you are to believing that there isn't hope. So it's important to be around friends, family, church, go to activities. That being out on your own is not the solution. But you're more and more driven in the modern farm environment, that you're out there on your own with that GPS on the tractor. Mm-hmm. You don't see anyone all day. You need to have that contact, and you need to hear what people are saying to you. And if you get to the point that you feel like your hope is diminishing, even when the sun comes out particularly, turn to someone, your doctor, your pastor, your spouse, a friend, call a mental health center, call a counselor, and just say, hey, I'm not sure if this is right. I don't know if this is normal. Can you give me some thoughts on this?
How can folks get a hold of you or a member of your team here?
We, here at High Plains, we cover 20 counties in northwest Kansas. We have offices out to Goodland and Colby. All they have to do here in 20 counties in northwest Kansas is call 1-800-432-0333. Across the rest of the state, every county has a mental health center attached to it, and you just look up in your phone book or on the internet for your local community mental health center. You can also check the website for the Association of Community Mental Health Centers of Kansas, and they have all the mental health centers listed with the contact information.
Okay. Walt Hill, who is Executive Director of the High Plains Mental Health Center in Hays, has joined us. Stay with us. More coming up.